Good day everyone, my name is Maria Erica Diego from BSID 2B, and today I'm going to present to you two important topics in information management. Information management concepts and fundamentals and the entity relationships model. These are essential foundations in understanding how data is turned into useful information and how we design database to store them properly. First, introduction. In this presentation, we'll first talk about the basics of information management. So what it is, why it's important, and its challenges. Then we'll move on to the entity relationship models, which is tool we use in database design. By the end of this presentation, you'll see how these two concepts connect, managing information efficiently and structuring it properly in database. So we're going to start information system. Information system, an integrated set of components that collect, stores, and process data to provide useful information. Example, banking system, school enrollment system. An information system is simply a set of tools and processes that help us collect, store, and process data. Think of a school enrollment system. Students import their data, the system processes it, and the school gets useful reports. Without an information system, businesses and organizations will find it very hard to operate efficiently. So next is data versus information. Data means raw facts, numbers, text, symbols, while informations process data that is meaningful and useful. Example, 85 is data, but student scores 85 in math. It is called information. So that's the difference, data and information. Data is raw like numbers, text, and symbols. For example, the number 85 is just a data. But if I say student scores 85 in math, that becomes information because it now has meaning and context. So data is the raw ingredient and information is the cook meal. So next is information management. This calls the process of collecting, managing, and distributing information for decision making. The importance of IM's reasons are described in three categories: saves money, helps organization and earn more, and 3, prevents problems, compliance, and errors. So the goals of IM: provide the right information for works and decision, improve efficiency of processes, gain competitive advantage, and use information assets wisely. So the goal of IM: providing the right information for work, speeding up processes, creating a competitive advantage, and preventing overload of data. For example, when a business has well-managed information, they can quickly analyze sales trends and make better decisions about what product to sell more of. Next slide is challenges in IM. Of course, IM is not without challenges. First, we're living in a world of big data information. It's growing very fast. So second, businesses are increasingly dependent on information. And third, the value of information changes over time. For example, last year's sales report may not be as valuable today, but real-time sales data is critical. Information life cycle. Information also has life cycle. It starts with creation, then use the backup, retention, and finally disposal. Just like a product, informations become less valuable over time, so organization must know when to keep it and when to let it go. Also, benefits of IM. When done well, IM provides huge benefits: better use of resources, simpler management, easier backup and recovery, compliance with rules, and over cost savings. That's why every successful organization invests in managing its information properly. So our next topic is about entity relationships ER model. So, entity relationships model is a graphical tool used to model data and relationships in a database. Introduced by Peter Chen in 1976. So, the purpose of entity relationships model helps designers and organizations understand data and its structures and how entities relate. So we're going to move the ER model constructs. In ER model, the main building blocks are entities, attributes, and relationships. An entity is something was stored data about, like a student of or a course. Attributes are the properties of that entity, like the student's name or ID, and the primary key is the unique identifier, for example, a student ID that uniquely identifies each student. Types of relationships. Entities doesn't exist alone. They are connected through relationships. A one-to-one relationships might be a person and their passport. A one-to-many relationships could be one teacher with many students, and a many-to-many relationship is something like student and courses, and each student can take many courses and each of course can have many students. Cardinality. When we describe relationships, we use cardinality, which shows that how many instances of one entity are related to another. For example, a student must enroll at least one course. That's a mandatory. But a student could enroll in many courses. That's many. Cardinal so cardinality helps us set rules in database. Associative composite entities. So when we have many-to-many relationships, we usually add an associative entity. For example, in school systems, we add an enrollment table that connects students and courses. This is also let us store extra details like the date of enrollment of the grade received. So we have here the example in chain symbol and crossfoot symbol. So how are we going to read this? In this order management system, ERD, the core entities are customer, product, order, and order items. Customer places order for products. An order can contain multiple products, and a product can be part of many orders, which is managed by the order item entity. This design effectively illustrates how customers interact with products through the ordering process, providing a clear overview of the relationship within the system. So examples in crossfoot symbol. This is the example of crossfoot symbol. Next is importance of ER diagrams. Standards are company data view, improves communication between users and designers, prevent redundancy and inconsistency. So conclusion. Information management helps organizations turn raw data into useful information for better decisions. Meanwhile, the ER models provides a structured way of organizing that information into database. Both are crucial in ensuring that business, schools, and organizations can work efficiently in today's digital world. That's all, and thank you for watching my presentations. I hope this gave you a clear understanding of information management and the ER model. So once again, I am Maria Erica Diego from BSIT 2B. Thank you.